and that we are working on.
श्री विप्लव ठाकुर।
माननीय अध्यक्ष जी, मैं जानना चाहती हूँ मंत्री जी, क्या वो इस बात से अवगत हैं कि जो ग्राम सभा के लिए कोरम रखा जाता है, पहले 2/3 कोरम है, अगर वो नहीं पूरा होता तो उसको नहीं, उसकी जो भी डिसीजंस होते हैं इम्प्लीमेंट नहीं होते। फिर 50% कोरम है, उसके बाद चाहे थोड़े 1/3 रह जाए तो वो फिर जितने भी डिसीजन होते हैं उनको इम्प्लीमेंट कर देते। क्या ये इस बात के लिए वो सुनिश्चित करेंगे कि जो कोरम है वो हमेशा ही 2/3 रहे या 50% रहे? क्योंकि जो सेक्रेटरीज और प्रधान है वो मिलकर जो है वहाँ की सारी अपनी मर्जी से ही बातें कर लेते हैं और वो जो ग्राम सभा में फैसले होते हैं उसको इम्प्लीमेंट नहीं होने देते। क्या ये कोरम के लिए कोई ऐसा कानून या ऐसी बात बनाएंगे जिससे कि ग्राम सभा इफेक्टिव हो सके?
महोदय, सारे जो कानून बनाए जाते हैं पंचायती राज के सिलसिले में वो राज्य में बनाए जाते हैं और विभिन्न प्रकार के कोरम्स, और कहीं कहीं किसी कोरम का भी जिक्र नहीं है। इसको बेहतर बनाने के लिए जो हर राज्य में हो रहा है उस सूचना हम दूसरे राज्यों तक पहुंचा रहे हैं और उनके साथ बैठकर बहस कर कोशिश कर रहे हैं कि कोरम हर जगह तय किया जाए और कि साथ साथ महिलाओं की जो भागीदारी है, कहीं कहीं दलितों की जो भागीदारी है, उसके सिलसिले में भी कोरम्स बनाया जाए। लेकिन ये एक राज्य विषय होने के कारण राज्य का विधानसभा ही तय कर सकता है कि कौन से शर्तों को वो अपने कानून में लगाएंगे।
Question hour is over. Papers to be laid on the table. Sri Priya Ranjan Das Munshi.
Sir, I beg to lay on the table of the House the papers mentioned against my name in serial number 2 of the list of business.
Sri Manishankar Iyer.
Sir, I beg to lay on the table of the House the papers mentioned against my name at serial number 3 of today's list of business.
Sri Shakil Ahmed.
Sir, I beg to lay on the table of the House the papers mentioned against my name at serial number 4 of the list of business for today.
Sir, I beg to lay on the table of the House papers mentioned against my name at serial number 5 of today's revised list of business.
Zero hour. Srimati Brinda Karat.
For giving me the opportunity, I want to draw the attention of the House, sir, to the ongoing relay hunger strike of thousands of Anganwadi workers and helpers who have come from all corners of the country. आज इस तमाम मौसम में बारिश के बावजूद सर वो यहाँ अनिश्चितकालीन 10 दिन की वो रिले हंगर स्ट्राइक पर बैठे हैं। और इस सदन की ध्यान आकर्षित करते हुए ये भी मैं कहना चाहूँगी कि ये ऐसे सेवाएं दे रहे हैं ग्रामीण क्षेत्र में, and it is very clear, sir, that this is the largest workforce of women working in a government scheme with the lowest of wages. Sir, ICDS has mandated 6 tasks for these workers and helpers. But this House will be shocked to know that instead of 6 tasks, the government is taking more than 18 tasks from them. So the first point is, commensurate to the work that these Anganwadi workers and helpers are, with their commitment and the services they are providing to rural India, the poor children, will the government ensure that at present their low wages are replaced by recognition as government employees, sir? Therefore, commensurate to the work that they are doing, they can get the wage scales of a government employee. And the second point, sir,
thank you.
Sir, just
first
one
point is
more
enough.
point.
First point is enough.
एक पॉइंट है सर, क्योंकि सुप्रीम कोर्ट का इसमें एक जजमेंट है सर,
वो
जिसमें
देख लेंगे
सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने कहा यूनिवर्सलाइजेशन ऑफ सर्विसेज होनी चाहिए। 16 करोड़ बच्चों की जरूरत है, आज मात्र 3.5 करोड़
पॉइंट रेज कर
मिल रहे हैं सर।
नेक्स्ट विजय राघवन।
इसलिए प्लीज लेट द गवर्नमेंट गिव एन एश्योरेंस इन द हाउस। Sir, please let the government
ठीक है।
give an assurance in the House about this.
ठीक सब ठीक है
We are so set out.
हाँ ठीक है सर ये सब रिकॉर्ड में आ जाएगा
Sir,
We are all also
sir,
श्री
nearly
विजय
2,000
राघवन
Indians,
श्री विजय
Indians have
राघवन
been arrested and kept in jail in Oman.
Oh, please, please,
Sir,
please
it
take
is-
your seat.
Sir, nearly 15,000 Indians are overstaying in Oman without valuable documents. Actually, this is the main factor for the main reason of this overstay is due to the lack of timely renewal of labor card and visa by the respective employees in Oman. Now, nearly 2,000 people, Indian citizens have been arrested and kept in jail in inhuman conditions. They are not getting even water, no sufficient food and even toilet facilities. Sir, our government is failed to interfere and to help the Indian citizens who are in jail. Sir, the situation is like this. Embassy is supposed to help for their deportation from Oman is without sufficient staff, and the ambassador in that country is also not taking positive step for the release of the Indians in Oman jail. Sir, one issue I would like to say. Earlier, there was proper discussion with the Indian organizations and there was open house discussions, and now this new ambassador in Oman stopped that process. Now he is in loggerheads with the Indian associations in Oman. The situation is very bad, and normally the Indian officials, high-ranking officials were visiting to resolve these kind of issues. So far, no high-ranking official from our country has visited that place, and our government is miserably failed to address the problem. So the government has to take urgent step and resolve the problem for the release of the poor Indians who are under custody in a miserable condition. They have to do something, sir.
ठीक नेक्स्ट
500 people are already in
ठीक
custody.
है
They are starving.
let him
They
speak
are starving.
Submitted here is not based on the actual
NRI,
facts.
this
This is what true. Indians were also have been rounded up in an operation launched by Omanese government to find out aliens or the illegal aliens living in that country. In the process, the first instance, they have rounded up 3,000 people, out of which there were about 900 Indians. And all those people who have produced the document showing that they are not illegal aliens have been released. Other people have been repatriated to India. They have been deported to India. During that time, of course, they have been not jailed, they have been not put to any other place except in a camp with everybody. It is not against India, it is not specifically against India, it is not against Kerala. They have been doing. The second thing, sir, I would like to say, Al-Shifa camp. Al-Shifa camp also, there were about 4,000 people they have rounded up, out of which Indians were also there, more than 1,000 Indians were there, 114 Indians. Of these, 87 have already been released. No, 1,914 Indians have been detained, out of which 870 have already been released on producing the document. And again, now there are only 432 people on verification of a report. Once they have found they don't have any valid document, they will be reported. Sir,
The day before yesterday. Now he is saying 400. The Indians are telling 3,000.
You are speaking about day before yesterday.
Something should be done.
I am speaking about yesterday. That is the only difference. Another thing, sir, our embassy was the only embassy who worked hard. 4 officers have been deputed there. And our ambassador, all the officials have already been visited. Sir, my honorable member, I don't know where he has gone. I have been also in constant touch with the manpower minister of the Sultanate of
please
Oman,
talk to him.
His Excellency Juma bin Ali.
Please talk to him.
Sir, it is not.
15,000 Indians are there who are overstaying. This government has to do something positively for in their favor. That is what I am expecting from this government.
Running committee, sir. Sir, what is this running committee? Let me.
Honorable Minister.
Don't mislead us with the statistics.
Honorable Minister, this is a serious matter. This is a serious matter. You should take into confidence the honorable member so the solution come
want to
out.
make it because lot of campaign is going on. Government miserably failed. Where government have failed? Is it not the sovereign right of a country to find out the illegal aliens of that country? And when they found the people who are not having documents just to be sent back, this is the sovereign right of a country. And
that is enough.
Oman is one
Please
of the
conclude,
countries
please
having
conclude.
the best bilateral relationship with this country.
Please conclude.
Therefore, sir, it is based on not fact, and I would like to say government of India has done everything. Our embassy is very active. May I be permitted to
No,
just read one
government of
question?
India has done so many things. You do one thing on my saying that you take your seat.
Custody.
See,
Why didn't you tell me?
आप बात करिए.
To send at least a senior official. He has to send a senior official.
Varun
at least.
Mukherjee, Shri Varun Mukherjee.
Sir, he has to send a senior official at least. Two ministers are here now. One minister is totally unemployed. Send one of them.
Shri Varun Mukherjee नहीं है.
No, nothing political it is.
Perumal. Shri Perumal.
Do something.
Shri Perumal, please take your seat. Please take your seat. Honorable Minister, please take. Shri Perumal.
Honorable Chairman Sir. Honorable Chairman Sir.
We are raising
Please take your
issues
seat.
from the people there. What is this big fighting with the ambassador? I don't know what.
Honorable Chairman Sir. Tamil Nadu has been affected by chikungunya, a new disease. Out of 6 crore people, population in the state, more than 50 lakhs have been affected. Affected persons are not getting medicines, and this disease is fasting, spreading. Already many lives were lost. In government hospitals, no medicines, no injection are not available. The state government has not taken any step to arrest this. In many hospitals, there is only one doctor. In Krishnagiri district, in Mathur GH, there is only one doctor in the general hospital to attend this case. In Salem General Hospital, 33 nurses have been affected by this. And on top of this, the Union Health Minister belonging to Tamil Nadu, he has no time for this. Moreover, it is understood that there is no lab in the state to determine the case and virus of this disease, and the lab is located in Pune only. I also demand that Prime Minister should intervene personally to save the people of Tamil Nadu from the dreaded disease and also from the inaction of the state government. The National Institute of Virology at Pune is refusing to accept the samples sent from Tamil Nadu due to inadequate facilities and shortage of the staff. I demand that at least only one lab should be set up in every state to detect this disease and virus. For kind information, Chairman Sir, Honorable Member, Mr. Anbalagan, 40 days admitted in this hospital for affected by this chikungunya. I myself 30 days.
You have raised the matter. You have raised the matter properly.
Sir, myself associate with that, sir. The entire
You can associate. You all can associate with him. NP Durga.
Chairman, sir.
अरे आप बहुत बैठ जाओ तो
Only one word, sir.
मैं अलाउ कर दूंगा आप
Only one word, sir.
एक मिनट में अलाउ
In
करूँ
the tribal district, sir, the tribal district of Madhya Pradesh,
इसी पर
I
बोल
have
रहे हो ना
information about in Betul district alone, more than 1 lakh people have been.
And hundreds of people have so far
बोल रही है
died,
बोलने दो
sir. Sir, the government has
Please
done
take your
nothing,
seat. You
sir.
can speak after her.
Sir.
Because the tribal people are affected, sir.
Mr. Narayan
ठीक
just a minute. Sir, just to give an example, Fever Hospital, which is a government hospital in the capital, is receiving more than 1,000 patients every day, sir.
and neither the government is fogging or spraying the affected areas, nor providing medicines to people, sir. So the other point is this state does not have any virology institute, so all the samples have to be sent to Pune. By the time the results of the samples come, many people are losing their lives, sir. In August 2005, a foundation stone was laid for a virology institute, but nothing has been done so far. So I would request Government of India to declare health emergency in Andhra Pradesh and provide medical assistance on war footing and save the lives of the people, sir. Thank you. Yes, health emergency.
कल की डिबेट में उसमें कुछ बात रह गई थी, आप कहना चाहें तो करें।
सभापति महोदय, कल मैं जब बोल रहा था तो इस सदन के माननीय सदस्य कुछ बहुत ऐतराज में थे। हम भी चुपचाप बैठे सोच रहे थे कि हमसे कौन सी गलती हो गई है कि हमको ये लोग इतनी कड़ी भाषा का इस्तेमाल कर रहे हैं। बहुत ईमानदारी से सोच रहे, क्योंकि हमने अपनी जिंदगी में किसी को कभी मौका नहीं दिया कि वो हमको कड़ी जुबान बोले, क्योंकि हम खुद नहीं बोलते, किसी को नहीं बोलते। तो बहुत ईमानदारी से सोचा, ये तो पंचायत है। इतने में डिप्टी स्पीकर साहब आए और माननीय सदस्यों के ऐतराज करने पर उन्होंने हमारे कुछ वाक्य कार्रवाई से उन्होंने निकाल दिया। हम नहीं समझ सके कि कहाँ संसदीय है। कुछ सदस्यों ने यहाँ तक कह दिया कि रिप्रिमांड किया जाएगा। हम उसके लिए भी तैयार हैं, लेकिन हमारी गलती तो समझाई जाए। रह गई बात कि कुछ लोगों की
गलती आप ही समझ गए, समझाने की जरूरत नहीं है।
रह गई बात, आज मैं जब आया सदन में सर, तो हमारे मित्र हैं और बहुत बड़े कवि हैं, सदन के मेंबर हैं, उदय प्रताप जी, उन्होंने एक हमको शेर लिख के दे दिया कि इस दौर में कोई न जुबान खोल रहा है, तुझको ही क्या पड़ी है जो तू सच बोल रहा। तो मैंने इनका सुना, तो सच बोलना गुनाह नहीं होगा, लेकिन अब मैं आ रहा हूँ अपनी जगह पर। पंचायत में हर आदमी को गलत या सही सब बोलने का अधिकार होगा। किसी नतीजे पर पहुंचने के लिए अधिकार देना पड़ेगा। रिप्रिमांड करने से या ईसा मसीह को सूली पर लटका देने से या गांधी को गोली मार देने से, किसी को सजा दे देने से उसकी बात नहीं रुकती। जब रिप्रिमांड की मांग आ रही थी तब का कह रहा हूँ। ठीक है। अब चूंकि माननीय सदस्यों को हमारी बातों से चोट लगी है, खास तौर से सुषमा जी बहुत उग्र थी, मैं उनकी इज्जत करता हूँ। इनके पतिदेव हमारे समाजवादी परिवार के हैं, ये हमारी बहू जैसे, और जब परिवार की बहू डांटती है तो मुझे बहुत अच्छा लगता है, क्योंकि मैं घर में बहुत डांट खाया करता हूँ लड़कपन के दिनों में, तो मुझे अच्छा लगता है।
अब ज्यादा डांट मत खाइए।
अगर इन सभी लोगों को तकलीफ हुई है और हमारी वजह से, चूंकि संसदीय लोकतंत्र की एक नजाकत होती है सर, हमको ये बताया गया कि कार्रवाई रुक जाएगी अगर तुम नहीं झुकोगे थोड़ा सा, ये नजाकत है संसदीय लोकतंत्र की। तो अपने स्वभाव के विपरीत और बहुत भारी मन से सुषमा जी से और मित्रों से अगर उनके मन को चोट लगी है तो मैं माफी मांगने को तैयार हूं। ठीक है। लेकिन सदन की कार्रवाई चलने दें, और कभी जरूरत पड़े तो रिप्रिमांड तो क्या गोली से उड़वा दीजिएगा, उसके लिए हम तैयार हैं।
The Parliament Prevention of Disqualification Amendment Bill 2006. एक मिनट है, आप
पॉइंट ऑफ ऑर्डर सर, अगर आज का आप रिवाइज लिस्ट ऑफ बिजनेस देखें तो इसमें लिखा हुआ है कि आतंकवाद पर जो शॉर्ट ड्यूरेशन डिस्कशन है वो सूची में ऊपर है, उस पर पूरी चर्चा हुई नहीं, वो गंभीर चर्चा है।
आपको बता दूं,
गृह मंत्री जी उपस्थित है,
सुनिए, उनकी उपस्थिति
कोई चर्चा को पूरे होने दिया जाए।
मैं आपको बता दूं, आज सुबह जब बैठक हुई उसमें चर्चा हुई कि जनेश्वर जी मिश्रा कुछ बोल जाए, उसके बाद में ले लें, और आपका जो ये दूसरा मैटर है इसको आगे लिया जाएगा उस दिन होम मिनिस्टर।
सर एक बार हाउस का सेंस तो ले लें सर।
देखिए वो इम्पोर्टेंट था नहीं था
सर, हाउस का
वो इम्पोर्टेंट
कुछ नहीं होता सवाल, सारे देश का सवाल है, वो आप इग्नोर कर रहे हैं,
वो मैं आपको
गलत बात है और नियमों का उल्लंघन कर रहे हैं।
आवश्यक क्या है सर?
इस मामले में
जरूरी है,
ये वहाँ निर्णय हुआ है,
कौन
निर्णय हुआ है जिसमें आपके भी सदस्य थे।
हम ये जानना चाहते हैं क्या कारण है, क्या कारण है सभापति जी,
निर्णय हुआ। देखिए
सभापति जी क्या कारण है कि ये उलटफेर किया जा रहा है?
आप देखिए
देश को
माननीय सदस्य,
देश की सुरक्षा
एक बात सुन लीजिए, एक मिनट सुन लीजिए। ये मत करिए कि एक बार सुबह बैठक के अंदर ये तय हुआ कि इसको आज लिया जाए और उसके बाद में जब भी कोई टाइम तय होता है उस समय ये बम्बई ब्लास्ट का मामला ले लिया जाए। नहीं, अब मेरी एक बात तो सुन लीजिए, मुझे ये बता दीजिए कि कौन सी बात का मैं विश्वास करूं? वहाँ जो बात होती है उसका विश्वास करूं या उसके विपरीत यहाँ कही जाती है उस बात के आधार पर मैं चलूँ? कम से कम एक तय करके मुझे बता दें। नहीं, ये
देश की भावना और आवश्यकताओं को ख्याल में रखिए। देश की भावनाएं क्या है, देश की आवश्यकता क्या है, विषय का महत्व क्या है, देश की सुरक्षा,
ये सब कुछ लिखा हुआ है।
भावना के लिए कह रहे हैं
सबका आपके मेंबर्स बैठ कर वहाँ तय करते हैं।
देखिए हम तो
आपके मेंबर्स बैठ कर वहाँ तय करते हैं, ये तो गलत बात है।
आज भी अखबारों में खबर है कि सेना में आतंकवादी और ज्यादा घुसे हुए हैं और ज्यादा पकड़े जा रहे हैं।
ज्यादा ये अच्छा, मैं ज्यादा अच्छा ये होगा कि हाउस में आपको कह दूं आप अपनी मर्जियों से काम करो, मैं बैठा हूँ।
हम तो आपके सामने
हाउस इम्पोर्टेंट है लेकिन दूसरे काम भी इम्पोर्टेंट है।
एक विषय
आप ये मत समझिए कि मर्जियाँ जिस समय कुछ कमिट करना है और कमिट करने के बाद में उसके विपरीत आचरण करें, ठीक नहीं होगा।
हम कारण तो जानना चाहते हैं।
नहीं
जी, कल कहा जा रहा था
वो सब रूल्स देख लिए साहब, रूल्स देखने के बाद में हुआ है। ये मत करिए, देखिए अच्छा नहीं होगा, ये अच्छा नहीं होगा कि वहाँ आप कमेटी में कुछ कहें, हाउस में कुछ कहें। वो रूल्स देख लिए मैंने, रूल सबने देख लिए। अब आप प्लीज टेक योर सीट, देखिए आप चलने दीजिए, रूल बाद में दिखा देना। मैं कब मना कर रहा हूँ? हाँ कर दीजिए।
Sir, as per the rule 22, the honorable chairman has all the right to revise the list of business. But it also says that unless the chairman is satisfied that there is a sufficient ground for the variation. Sir, I would like to know.
आप बैठिए ना, आप बैठिए।
Sir, I am a member.
हाँ बोलिए।
I would like to know, is the killing, is the blast, is the terrorist activity in Mumbai, so many poor people have been killed. Once the house was adjourned for priority of discussion, I know that. Is that more important? Are the people of the country more important than saving the membership of few members here? I know Election Commission has given 31st of July is the last day the Election Commission has given. I am ashamed to be a member of this house. People of this country are more important, sir. And I challenge the people. Please tell me that. Shame on the people. People of this country are listening this.
आपका point of order.
Just to save a few members' membership. You are overriding
आपका
people's interest.
Point of order मैंने सुन लिया।
Never pardon you. Never pardon.
Point of order. Please take it. आपका पॉइंट ऑफ ऑर्डर मैंने सुन लिया और पॉइंट ऑफ ऑर्डर सुनने के बाद में मैं ये समझता हूँ कि जो उस आज सुबह मीटिंग में तय हुआ वो ज़्यादा उचित है और उस आधार के ऊपर कार्रवाई चलनी चाहिए। Yes, I want rule.
This house is more important than the Business Advisory Committee.
I want rule.
I challenge the ruling of Business Advisory Committee. I challenge the ruling of Business.
You can challenge anything. You can challenge anything you like.
I challenge. Sir, let's have the consensus of the house.
You can challenge anything. It is not a matter of business advisory committee. It is not a matter of business advisory committee. Next, please take your seat. What is the wrong signal?
Not saving such an
What is the wrong
individual
signal?
priority more than discussing
What is the wrong
important
signal?
issue which has killed hundreds of people. It sends a wrong signal to the nation.
No, it was not suddenly done. No.
देश में बहुत खराब तक के जाएगा।
Honorable members, take your seat. कोई गलत संदेश नहीं है।
मुंबई ब्लास्ट सर,
मैं आपको बताता हूँ गलत संदेश किस बात का है।
संदेश
कल मुंबई ब्लास्ट के ऊपर चर्चा हुई तमाम
भ्रांति ये हो रही है सर।
चर्चा होने के बाद में जो भी गलत संदेश तो उससे भी जा सकता है। नहीं नहीं मैंने कर दिया डिसाइड ये आज नहीं लिया जाएगा। ठीक है, आपने प्लीज टेक योर सीट। ये नहीं होगा। प्रायोरिटी दी हुई थी आज सुबह बैठक में तय हुआ है। हाँ तो मैंने कर दिया निर्णय, अब ये तो नहीं होगा। नहीं हो
Point of order, sir. Point of order. Yes, I can. Rajit sir. Sir, I have a humble submission, sir.
ठीक है, मध्याह से करिए आपके
humble submission, sir. I have a humble submission. Sir, I have a humble submission. Sir,
point of order.
Sir, सभापति महोदय, of arrangement of government business on days allotted for the transaction of government business, the business shall have the president and secretary general shall arrange the business in such order as the chairman after consultation with leader of the council may determine. Rule 23, sir. Further, sir, this is rule 23. Now, secondly, sir, Rajya Sabha at work page 344. Rajya Sabha at work page 344. Normally, business is arranged in the same order in which it is furnished by the Ministry of Parliamentary Affairs, which takes the prior approval of the concerned minister. Sir, Minister of Parliamentary Affairs ने जो business कल भेजा, उसमें priority Office of Profit की थी। अगर आप रूल देखें तो रूल के हिसाब से प्रेसिडेंट लेजिस्लेटिव बिजनेस का है। अगर आप प्रेसिडेंट देखें तो जो मिनिस्टर ऑफ पार्लियामेंट्री अफेयर्स बिजनेस भेजता है उसको प्रायोरिटी रहती है। और तीसरा सर, आपका डिस्क्रिप्शन रहता है। आपने निर्णय दे दिया तो मैं नहीं सोचता कि उसके बाद किसी भी प्रकार के सवालिया निशान उठाने की आवश्यकता होती है। और सर, पहले भी प्रेसिडेंट्स रहे और प्रेसिडेंट देखें तो
फरवरी में जो डिस्कशन हुआ था
कोई वायलेशन
वो
नहीं।
आगे बढ़ा था और उस पर रिप्लाई मार्च में दिया गया था और गवर्नमेंट बिजनेस लिए गए थे। ऐसे अनेक प्रेसिडेंट्स हैं कि अगर इनकॉन्क्लूसिव डिस्कशन रहा है तो वो आगे बढ़ा है और उसका रिप्लाई बाद में दिया गया है और लेजिस्लेटिव बिजनेस को पहले लिया गया है। क्योंकि रूल के मुताबिक, परंपरा के मुताबिक और आपके निर्णय के मुताबिक ऑफिस ऑफ प्रॉफिट पर डिस्कशन करने का आपने निर्णय लिया है, तो मेरी प्रार्थना है कि इस पर विचार प्रारंभ किया जाए।
Where is the notice? Where is the notice?
एडजॉर्न करने के बाद वहाँ जो तय होगा उसको नहीं मानेंगे।
There is no business
to revise the agenda. There was no meeting of the business advisory committee to revise the agenda. This informal meeting.
वो चेयरमैन कर सकते हैं।
No, sir.
No. There is no.
वो कर सकते हैं।
Are you satisfied?
I am satisfied.
No, but
I am satisfied.
Are you satisfied that office of profit is more important? Are you satisfied that office of profit is more important?
नहीं, ये क्वेश्चन नहीं है। वो
discuss this. Office of profit is not more important. Sorry, sir.
Have a discussion.
Office of profit is not important.
Sir, please adjourn the house. Call the leaders to your chamber.
Let the membership of the QMP
और राज्यसभा एक वर्क में भी है। यानी कि अगर मिनिस्टर रिक्वेस्ट करता है, लीडर हाउस रिजेक्ट करता है, तो वो आप चेंज कर सकते हैं।
कर दिया मैंने तो। देखिए ये सारा चैम्बर में तय होकर आया हूँ। नहीं वो तो
There is no, we cannot have anarchy here, sir. If there is anarchy here, there is anarchy outside. And I can tell you, sir, I have never been to the well of this house. But today I will come to the well of the house. I have never ever been to the well of this house. For the people of the country, I will do that. Very wrong. Sir, you tell me, sir, if you tell me that Bombay killing is all right, and you are not worried about the people that died in Bombay, I will sit down. But you tell me, just imagine if your son would have been there. My son would have been there. Just imagine just because our own relatives have not been killed, we will be insensitive to the people of the
ये
country.
कोई नहीं, इसके मामले में
We are
कोई
here
इसको
because of the
परेशानी है।
people of this country. Sorry, sir. This will not happen. It's a very important issue. Are we working for ourselves here or for the people of the country? No, sir. This will not go.
आप अपनी
I'm
सीट पर तो
sorry,
जाइए, अपनी सीट पर जाइए।
sir. This will not go, sir. Sir, I'm sorry. How can the chair be a party to that when you are not satisfied? You said you are not happy with the decision. If you are not happy, what is your compulsion, sir? I speak with you. Don't send a wrong signal to the country. This is how you create terrorists. This is how people lose interest. This is how the prestige of parliament comes down. This is how people of the country don't believe in parliament. You don't want democracy. This is how democracy goes away. And I'll stand for democracy. Come what may. You cannot be party
how to defy the chair and its ruling.
You are just protecting the interest of few MPs.
सदन की कार्रवाई 1 बजे तक के लिए स्थगित की जाती है।
सभासदों, माननीय उपसभापति जी,
फादर जी, मुंबई के चर्चा समाप्त नहीं होता है, गृहमंत्री रिप्लाई नहीं देता है, तब तक दूसरा कुछ नहीं चर्चा होगा।
बिल्कुल, मुंबई की चर्चा को चालू किया जाए।
Sir, we deeply appreciate the sentiment expressed by the members from beginning. Accordingly, sir, I like to inform you that yesterday and day before yesterday, both in the lower house and this house, over and above our listed government business, and each members of the house are aware that government business is prepared by the parliamentary minister with the consent of the government, and that gets always the precedence, and Sushma ji is here. But even sometimes issue more than the government business are cropped up, and that gave precedence in consultation with the parties and the chair. Accordingly, sir, yesterday the list of business you will find. The first item was the Prevention of Parliament Disqualification Act. That was the first item. And the first item was not Bombay Blast. But we agreed that since Bombay Blast is the most sensitive by all parties, it should get the precedence, and it was discussed. And it was supposed to be concluded yesterday itself. Unfortunately, some developments took place, House got adjourned, and it could not be concluded. Again, we send our business officially from the government, giving the priority to the legislation to consider the message of Mahamani Rashtrapati Ji. And you will appreciate, while we send the message, the Bombay Blast discussion was inconclusive, for reason known to all of you. Sir, we are second to none to appreciate the concern of the members and the importance of the blast and importance of the activities that was happened during the blast and the sensitivity of this issue. But sir, it is also very important that the message of the Mahamani Rashtrapati is before the House for last few days. Let me conclude. What is this, Surinder? What is this, Surinder? Sir, Sir, I have not concluded. Let him conclude. Arun, I beg of you, I conclude, then you talk. Let him conclude. I conclude, then you talk. Let him conclude. Sir, let him conclude. Rudra Paniji, I conclude, then you talk. Sir, let him conclude. Accordingly, sir, if Sushma ji would have been... Sir, let him conclude. Sir, even if Sushma ji would have been in my position, she would have always referred to government business first. Sir, today, please, sir, today, in the morning meeting, what has happened, I was not present. Sir,
Mr. Yashwant Sinha ji, the Minister of Parliament Affairs, let him speak.
Sir, the chair, let me conclude this one, Arun Soreji, this one comes to extent. Let me conclude and get up. Sir, I know you are discourteous as always, but I am not expecting courtesy from you. Deputy Chairman, sir, I say on behalf of government, the Chairman gave a ruling in the House. We want to carry with the ruling. We don't want to dishonor the chair who gave his own ruling in the House. Yes, sir.
There is no discussion.
माने उपाध्यक्ष जी, ठीक है, कोई ऐसी देश की परिस्थिति बनती है,
ये हम लोग तय नहीं
और उसमें परिवर्तन होता है। मैं जानना चाहता हूं कि क्या बॉम्बे बम ब्लास्ट से ज़्यादा कोई अर्जेंसी आ गई कि इसके कारण से ये बदलना पड़ा कार्यक्रम, जो बहस या देश के अंदर कोई ऐसी घटना घटित हो जाए जो हम बहस जो विषय चल रहा है उसको बीच में छोड़ करके फिर हम दूसरा विषय लें। अगर ऐसी कोई बीच में इमरजेंसी आ गई हो, देश के अंदर कोई ऐसी घटना बड़ी घटित हो गई हो, तो मुझे कोई आपत्ति नहीं, और कोई तूफान आ जाए, मैंने देखे मुझे आपका संरक्षण चाहिए, मुझे आपका संरक्षण चाहिए। और
Rajiv ji, sir, in respect to the ruling and the sentiment of the House, I propose let the ruling be honoured and our business will conclude by 2:30 and 3 o'clock to start the bomb blast. Sir, that is my proposal.
संरक्षण चाहता हूँ उपाध्यक्ष जी, मैं आपका संरक्षण चाहता हूँ, मैं अपनी बात को मेरा
Firstly, the president is being overruled. He is being insulted, and now he is being used as an alibi.
Remove that. President is not. Remove that too. President is not insulted. No. Remove the parliament.
You don't know the parliamentary. You only think of your wisdom. You destroyed Indian government. You will now destroy yourself.
Please.
Your bill disregards his advice.
This should be expunged with contempt.
Arun Shuriji.
Sir, this
Mr. Ramchandra, Mr. Ram.
Contempt that it deserves.
Sir, who brought the President of India into the discussion in the House?
He only said the message. He has not.
What is the message? The bill is already tabled. The President message is already before the House.
And the bill is a
contravention of the order of business. And he is referring to the President.
Please. There is an impression that we are not going to take the Bombay blast today. We are going to take Bombay blast discussion today itself. बोलने देखिए chair बोल रहे हैं तो please that much you please listen, and then whatever you want to say, you say. I don't object. See, the Bombay Blast discussion will be yesterday. The Business Advisory Committee had put 4 hours, the entire day we wanted to discuss. For reason beyond our control, yesterday this was not taken up. And the Business Advisory agenda, it was announced, the agenda was announced, and everything was known. Now that the chairman has given the ruling, I am bound by going by the chairman's ruling. I would appeal to the House. Let us discuss and take Bombay Blast a message. Impression is there that we are not giving priority. We are going to discuss Bombay Blast today. Whatever may be the time, we will discuss Bombay Blast today. No, it is not. No, I agree. But it is not in my hand. The chairman has given the ruling. I have no right to reverse the ruling of the chairman.
आप बॉम्बे डिस्कस करते
No, that is not Mr. Ramchandra. Mr. Ramchandra.
Sir, why have you taken? Sir, Shiv Sena members walked out of this house insisting that Mumbai Blast should be taken up even before price rise.
No, we had taken up that discussion. We had taken that. The Bombay Blast was we had taken up the discussion.
We are leaving it in the middle.
Mr. Jyoti, all this has been discussed. The chairman has given the ruling, and I am bound by the chairman's ruling. Yes, you have every right to express your sentiments. You are expressing sentiments. That is going on record. That is going on record. Your sentiment is respected, but the ruling of the chairman is also there, and you have to obey the
ruling is much more.
Yes, the chairman, the house runs on the ruling, and the ruling of the chairman is
People are dying. You want to say something?
No, sir, this house is supreme.
And the chairman said,
Sir, this house is supreme. This house collectively is supreme.
You reverse the chairman's ruling. What can I do?
And the house can decide. The house can decide what it wants to take up. Sir, and we want to take up.
This is one उपाध्यक्ष महोदय, मैं आपका ध्यान आकर्षित करना चाहता हूँ कि कल जब रिवाइज लिस्ट ऑफ बिजनेस प्रकाशित हुआ था, उसमें जो ऑर्डर ऑफ मेरिट था, उसमें पार्लियामेंट प्रिवेंशन ऑफ डिस्क्वालिफिकेशन अमेंडमेंट बिल सबसे पहले था, लेकिन उसके बावजूद भी
The house is urgent till 2:30. 2:30.
ये संभव नहीं है.
सभासदों, माननीय सभापति जी,
वणक्कम।
बैठ जाइए, बोल कह रहा हूँ आपको, बैठ जाइए प्लीज।
आप पहले मेरे
We will now take up the Office of Profit Bill for discussion. Honorable members, before the House takes up the next item, that is consideration of the Parliament Prevention of Disqualification Amendment Bill 2006, I have an observation to make. As the honorable members are aware, Honorable President, while returning this bill, has desired the Parliament to reconsider the bill. In the context of the settled interpretation of the expression Office of Profit in Article 102 of the Constitution, B, the underlying constitutional principles therein, Honorable President has also desired that while reconsidering, among other things, the following may be specifically addressed. Evolution of generic and comprehensive criteria which are just, fair and reasonable and can be applied across all states and union territories in a clear and transparent manner. The implication of including for exemption of the names of office, the holding of which is alleged to disqualify a member, and in relation to which petitions for disqualification are already under process by the competent authority. Soundness and propriety of law in making the applicability of the amendment respectively. I therefore urge upon the honourable members to focus on the issue referred to in the President's message while participating in the debate. Honourable Minister may now move the motion.
Move that the Parliament Prevention of Disqualification Amendment Bill 2006 as passed by the Houses of Parliament and returned by the President under the proviso to Article 111 of the Constitution be taken into consideration. Sir, as the Parliament Sir, the Prevention of Disqualification Amendment Bill 2006 was introduced and passed in the Lok Sabha with official amendment on 16th May 2006. The said bill was considered and passed by this House on 17th May 2006. The bill was passed by both Houses of Parliament, was sent to the Honourable President for assent on 25th
Nothing
May
will go on
2006.
record. Nothing will go on
The Honourable
record.
President returned the bill on 30th May 2006 with a message to both Houses for reconsideration of the bill under the proviso to Article 111 of the Constitution. The message of the Honourable President was published in Rajya Sabha Parliamentary Bulletin Part 2 on May 31st, 2006. Sir, the President in his message has desired that while recommending the Parliament Prevention of Disqualification Amendment Bill 2006 as passed by both Houses of Parliament, the following issues may specifically be addressed. 1. Evolution of generic comprehensive criteria which are fair and reasonable and can be applied across all states and union territory in a clear and transparent manner. 2. The implication of including for exemption the names of office, the holding of which is alleged to disqualify a member, and in relation to which petitions for disqualifications are already under process by the competent authority. And C. Soundness and propriety of law in making applicability of the amendment retrospectively. Sir, I may state here that the expression holds office on profit under the government occurring in Article 102 of the Constitution nowhere has been defined precisely. Its scope has to be gathered from the pronouncement made from time to time by the Supreme Court and of High Courts as to what constitutes the office of profit under the government. The courts are of the view I may again repeat, the courts are of the view that a practical view, not pedantic basket of tests, must guide the courts to arrive at an appropriate conclusion whether the concerned office is an office of profit. Sir, Article 102(1)(a) of the Constitution provides that a person shall be disqualified for being chosen and for being a member of either House of Parliament if he holds an office of profit and a government of India or the government of any state. I may here pause and say, other than office declared by Parliament by law not to disqualify. So it is the Parliament which has the powers to exempt those members of Parliament who are holding office of profit. The Constitution of India demarcates the legislative powers between Union and states to deal with disqualification of members of Parliament and members of state legislature. The power of the state legislature in respect of their member is contained in Article 191(1)(a) of the Constitution, and accordingly the state legislatures have enacted the Prevention of Disqualification Acts for their respective states. Any attempt by Parliament to lay down a generic criteria which will apply to the members of the State Assembly may be seen as an encroachment by Parliament in the domain of the state legislature. Sir, the Parliament and state legislatures have plenary powers of legislation with the fields assigned to them and subject to certain constitutional and judicially recognized restrictions can be legitimate prospectively as well as retrospectively. The famous case of the Supreme Court of Rajasthan, the Kanta Kathuria versus Manakchand, 1970 Supreme Court 694, held that in Article 191 of the Constitution itself recognized the power of the legislature of the state to declare by law that an holder of office shall not be disqualified being chosen or as being a member of the legislature. There is nothing in the words of the article to indicate that this declaration cannot be made with retrospective effect. The word declared in Article 119(1)(a) does not imply any limitation. So I am laying emphasis, limitation on the power of the legislature. The declaration can be made effectively from an early date. This is the ratio of the law, 1970 Supreme Court. The government have therefore clearly, carefully and respectfully have considered the message of Honorable the President of India and is of the view that the bill should be again be reconsidered and passed by the Parliament. Sir, I commend the bill for consideration of this August House.
Motion moved. Any member desiring to speak may do so after the Minister will reply. Sri Arun Jaitley.
Mr. Chairman, sir, I am deeply obliged to you for giving me this opportunity on behalf of my party to oppose the motion and the bill moved by the Honourable Law Minister. Sir, when I start to speak, I have two deep regrets. One is with regard to the substance of what we are discussing. We approved something earlier which was unconstitutional. The highest constitutional office in the country advised us. We are now on the strength of majority in this house as also the other house choosing to ignore that. The second regret is with regard to the manner in which we are discussing this. Sir, there are many challenging moments in democracy where hard decisions are to be taken. But this is one bill where there is something seriously more than what meets the eye. When this House had debated this bill on the 17th of May, I had at that stage, while opening the discussion for my party, said that that moment was probably one of the all-time lows for Indian Parliament, where Parliament, instead of legislating in public interest, was legislating in self-interest. But look at the manner in which we are now legislating. our budget session got a shadow of this bill. And our budget session ended before schedule because some persons holding offices of profit had to be protected. And because Parliament was in session, an ordinance could not be passed. And therefore, this House lost valuable time in the budget session because the budget session was preponed and adjourned ahead of schedule. Thereafter, a political controversy with regard to resignations, by-elections, etc. took place. We then, at least we have the satisfaction on this side of having opposed this bill, approved this bill. And when we approved this bill, we were reminded by the highest constitutional authority of this land that probably what you have done is not constitutional. We are now choosing to overrule him. And while we are choosing to overrule him, we are not merely subverting the constitution. There is certainly unrest on our side, even on the manner in which we are doing it. We were discussing a motion on the Mumbai blast yesterday. Today, for some reason, we decided to put that on the back burner and suddenly take up this bill. Why should this bill, what is so sacrosanct about today, the 27th of July, that this bill must be taken up in the Rajya Sabha today? Because 28th is Friday and it's not normally possible to do detailed legislative business. 29th and 30th will be Saturday and Sunday. Somehow this bill must be approved today itself, and that's the deadline, so that it can be approved by the Lok Sabha on the 31st. And what is the consequence of 31st? That the Election Commission has asked certain respondents, including one of the state governments, please give your response in relation to certain offices. The substance of this bill is that we are subverting the constitution. The manner in which we are discussing it, we are subverting parliamentary procedures and giving a preference to self-interest of parliamentarians rather than the issue of terrorism, which we have chosen to put on the back burner, so that on the